What's up, guys? So long time no see. I know I'm about to start getting back into making some new content for the channel. I've ran into this certain situation a couple times, and I thought it would be a good idea just to share with you guys, so you can know for next time you run into this what's going on. So there's been several instances where, and I'm sure you probably have seen it too, you go to a call and your thermostat is going into a delay constantly. So your cool on is flashing, you're waiting on it. When it goes to click on, it goes back to cool on, flashing again, and it just continues to do that. Anytime you see that, 99% of the time there's a short somewhere. There was a while that I thought that the thermostats was bad, and I would replace the thermostats, and sometimes it'll even fix the problem for a little while, but you'll always get a call back on it. And at the end of the day, especially, these are the thermostats that I've noticed it happening the most on when dealing with a short. And it's usually only at the outdoor unit during cooling, because any other short is always gonna blow the fuse as soon as the system's on. But if you have a short at the outdoor unit that's not being used until you get that call for cooling, the thermostat will blink cool on. And see, it's the Honeywells, the Honeywell Home Series, the Pro Series, I mean, and these are the ones that I'm really referring to more than anything. So the way it works, you have a short at your outdoor unit. When you have a shortage outdoor, your system can still run normally as long as it's not using that outdoor unit, as long as it's not calling for cooling. So if you just have the blower on, fan on your thermostat, it's going to run even with a short at the outdoor. As soon as that wire becomes powered to turn that outdoor unit on, that's when your short happens. That's when you're either going to blow the fuse, or these thermostats they're set up to where they won't even kick the system on because of that short. It just goes right back into a delay with the thermostat. So anytime you have that happen, where everything's working okay and your thermostat continues to flash cool on, you hear that click that should be kicking the system on, but it just goes right back into another delay instead of kicking that on, then you have a short. Don't replace the thermostats, look for the short. In that certain situation, it's always going to be at the outdoor unit, so search the outdoor unit carefully and you'll find it, I guarantee it. So there's several other shorts that could happen at the outdoor. One that I've seen happen a whole lot this year is contactors. I can't stress how important it is to check your contactors with your own meters. If you have anything reading below 14 or 12, anything below that, you need to recommend replacing that contactor. It's going bad. So the thing that'll happen with those, I was going to make a whole video on it, but I figured we could just talk about a few short issues in this video. So what will happen when you have a shorted contactor, it'll almost always just fry the transformer. It'll even most of the time bypass the fuse, because it's a straight shot. It don't even go through that fuse. It's a straight shot from the outdoor contactor to that transformer. So if you get on a call and you have a blown transformer with a good fuse or even a bad fuse, either way, if you don't see anything inside obvious, the first place I go is the outdoor unit to the contactor. You can always smell that contactor anytime it's bad. You know that smell. If you've been doing this for longer than a year or so, you know the smell of a burn up transformer or contactor. They have that certain stinky smell. But if you doubting if it could be the contactor causing it, ohm it out. If it's reading like 1, 2, 0, 4, 5, 6, it's gonna be shorted. So that's just something to look for. I don't know why it seems like it didn't, that stuff never used to happen, but the past couple years especially, bad contactors fry the transformer. You go on a call, nothing's working on the system, your transformer's blown, and you don't understand why it'll work okay until that moment of cooling happens. Then when the cool call goes in and that contactor's shorted, straight to the transformer's blown. So just something to think about when you're on these calls. Get a blown transformer, check the contactor. It's almost always the case when the contactor or when the transformer's blown and the fuse is good. I know that would stump a few people that's get new into this and you think, well, anything should be going through that fuse. The fuse should be blown, but there's certain instances where that fuse won't be blown and your transformer will be. So I hope this video helped, just going over a few different short issues. If you'd like for me to go into more detail on different shorts, we can do that in another video. Within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna start putting out content on a regular basis again. It was super slow this winter, so I know I could have came up with some other things going on, but I have some potential collaborations with a few different companies to do some review videos besides Kyoweeds. It's like that's about the only review video I got right now, but I'm talking to a few other different companies to do some reviews on. That's in the works, and summer's rolling around, so there's always some crazy calls that can be recorded and walked through, so everyone can constantly learn when it comes to the heating and air world. There's always something to learn. You never have everything figured out. So more videos to come, and I'd be more than happy to do a in-depth short video if that's what y'all would like to have. I know that they're a struggle. That's my least favorite call, without a shadow of a doubt. Go into a call, blown fuse. Dang it, I hate those calls. But there's also ways, if you learn to use your meter the right way, you can ohm out all of these wires, and it can make it super simple to find out what wire's shorted. There's several different ways of doing that, and we can get into that in another video. I think it would probably be a good one to do. So just be looking forward to a few videos coming out soon. Within the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll start getting the ball rolling again. All right, so hope all y'all are doing well. Excited for the summer, that we're about to get some good no cooling calls and maybe even make a little bit of money this year. So hope all of y'all are well, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Peace.